How you doing? Welcome to My Opinion, episode 12. In this episode is called City of Brotherly Blood. This is a topic that's near and dear to my heart because we're going to discuss my city, where I'm from, born and raised. I was raised off of cheesesteaks and taste cakes. I'm Philadelphia to the core. I've lived in 3 other states, but just nothing like Philly. Period. Let's just get that out in the open. It's nothing like Philly. I know you can be in Miami, New York, LA, Atlanta. Still, it's not like Philly. Trust me. The reason why I'm speaking on this topic is the recent rise of gun violence within the city. In this episode, we're going to talk about the problem, the cause, and probably try to get some solutions to this problem. Now, last year we had 499 murders committed in the city of Philadelphia. This year, we're on track to surpass that. This year we have 247 murders. It's up 36% from last year.
You have a text message.
From last year this time. %36. Homicides in 2019 was 356. It jumped from 356 to 499. Now, why is that? In 2020, around this time, it was 182 murders. 182. In 2019, around this time, it was 147 murders. Today in 2021, it's 247 murders. Why is this spike and this jump is? 2018, there were 133 murders at this time. How did we get from 133 just 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, to where now it's 247 murders at the same exact time right now? 2017, it was 144 murders. It actually went down the next year to 133. At this same time. Now the yearly totals for them years: 2020, 499 murders. And I'm gonna say this: my condolences to everybody that lost somebody and that was a part of these numbers, because there's faces and there's lies behind this. They're not just numbers. And that's what I think we all gotta remember. These people are people. Year to date homicides in Philadelphia was 356 in 2019. In 2008, it was 353. 2017, it was 315. 2016, that was a good year because we had under 300 murders. And don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to feel as though, oh, you saying we had under 300 murders like that's good. For a city the size of Philadelphia, which is the 5th largest city in the country, and for you to have 277 murders in 2016, you're doing pretty good. In 2015, you had 280 murders, and at the same time, you only had 104 murders. This jump and this homicide, and homicides within the city, is alarming. It's very alarming. And people don't not feeling they safe. People don't let their kids go outside and play. There's a lot of fear right now in the city. A lot of fear right now in the city. Now, what can be causing such a great leap in this city with these homicides? I have a theory, but it's just a theory. I can't say that this is the reason or not the reason. One, I think once this pandemic hit and it was giving out PPA money, a lot of people got a hold of PPA money they shouldn't have got a hold of PPA money. And which in turn, I think a lot of people took that money and they bought guns. They bought guns with that money. And now you got several hundred people that's armed to the teeth. And I think they have, a lot of these young guys are young. A lot of these murders and stuff are being committed by young guys. I think they have the I wish would attitude. I got this gun, I can't wait to let it all out. Would try me. I would look at me wrong. So they fiending to let the gun off, to shoot somebody. And I think a lot of these guys don't think. I think they don't think until they behind bars. Until they shot up or something. Then they start to think, oh, I should have handled it this way. I should have did better this way. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. And I think a lot of guys have egos. I think that's one of the biggest problems with especially young black African Americans, young blacks. I think their egos are so big where they can't let the petty stuff slide. Say, nah, I ain't worried about that. I'm not getting into that. I'm not gonna feed. I think these guys waiting and can't wait to get into some type of altercation or confrontation. I think many a times when this can be easily, you move on, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. I think instead of them de-escalating the problem, they escalate the problem. And I think they quick to run to a gun. Tell you a story about a guy I was working with. I won't say his name. But we working together, you know, we got a camaraderie. You working together, you know, so me and him, we kind of clicked, kind of gelled together. So one day, how this job was set up, if you didn't get picked to go on the line, they would let you sit down. They would let you sit down the whole 8 hours that you was there, but you couldn't be on your phone and you couldn't sleep. So needless to say, I didn't get picked for a line this day. I didn't get picked. The guy got picked, my friend. So I'm walking around, I'm on the way to the bathroom. Guy stopped me and say, "Yo, where's such and such at?" And I said, "He was supposed to be in there with y'all." He said he was, but he went to the bathroom. I ain't seen him since. And that's been like an hour or so ago. I said, "Damn, he probably in the bathroom sleep." He said, "Go get him real quick. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him if you can get him in here real quick." So needless to say, I went around all the bathrooms looking for him, and I couldn't find him. So I come back to the other guy and I say, "No, I can't find him." I said, "I got an idea where I think he is, but I can't go do it right now." I thought he was outside in his car sleep. I think he went out there and, you know, dozed off, whatever. But I said, on my lunch break, I'll go get him. He said, "Listen, he won't get in trouble if he come back, man. I'm gonna let it slide, this, that, and the third." So my lunch break coming, I go outside and I'm looking for his car. I see him pulling into the parking lot. So I say, "Man, where you been, man? What's been going on?" So he said, "Listen, man, I got my shit." I say, "Huh?" "Man, I got my shit." I said, "What you mean?" "Man, I got my tool. I got the blicky." I'm like, "Okay, I know what that is. I know what that means." So I'm like, "Why would you go get it? What's going on? You ain't got no drama or nothing up here." So he said, "No, man. This guy was talking trash." There's another guy, I won't say his name. He said he was talking trash about him. Now, he never confirmed that it was about him. He just said the guy was talking, he seen the guy was talking trash, and the girl kept looking back. So not that he confirmed that the guy was talking trash about him. He gets and go all the way home to another part of the city. I won't say the name of the part of the city. Let's say it's far away from where we was working at. Very far. He rides there. He come back. So I said, "Listen, man, they're looking for you, man. The boss say you won't get in trouble. You won't get fired." I said, "Just tell them that you got a phone call and you lost your track of time. You was out there arguing with your baby mom, whatever. They gonna let you slide." But I told him too. I said, "Listen, man, trouble hard to get into. I mean, easy to get into. It's hard to get out." I said, "Listen, that boy harmless, man. Trust me, that boy won't throw rice at a Chinese wedding." I said, "You got kids. You have to think about them. Every decision you make, it affects your kids. Now what happens when you're not there to provide for them, to protect them, to teach them and give them morals? These are the things you gotta think before you step over into that realm. I said, you ready to throw away 20, 30 years of your life because you thought he was saying something about you. Not because you knew he was saying something. I said, even if he was saying something about you, don't worry about that. You don't worry about nobody saying nothing about you. Now when they put their hands on you, you have every right to defend yourself. Every right. You right, OG, you right. So I'm like, all right, let's go spend this to this boy. So we went and spend it to him. Needs to say the guy never got in trouble. But what I'm trying to teach you, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of guys are so emotional. And the first thing they go do when they get emotional, they get in their feelings, is run to their gun. It's no talking out, no peaceful resolution. It's, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to murk you. I'm going to flick you down. This is the mentality that they have now. So it's best not to argue, not to beef, none of that with these guys. Because they were in your life just like that. And think nothing of it until they behind bars. Then they think, damn, I shouldn't have done it. I messed my life up. This, that, and the third. Now that's what I say I think is the cause of it. I believe a lot of guys got this PPE, and I know a lot of people that got it. Now I'm not here to snitch or tell. I'm not doing none of that. So I don't want to mention nobody's name or this or that. But I know a lot of people that got that PPE money that probably shouldn't have got it. Then some of them went on trips. Some bought clothes. You know, some bought these. And I believe that's one of the biggest problems as to why this murder rate has risen. I think everybody got guns now. And there's no trying to talk it out or trying to settle it in a peaceful manner. Yes, I'm going to blick him now. And I'm going to say this too. They trying to do the drill stuff here in Philadelphia. And there's certain neighborhoods against each other, certain blocks against each other. And that's not helping either. Because a lot of these murders are young guys. They're just simply young guys that's beefing. And when they see each other, they get the spark. They get the sparking, and sometimes innocent kids get hit. It's a shame when kids can't go outside and play because they fear they may get shot. Think about that. Something simple as going outside, riding your bike, going to the playground, being with your friends, playing basketball, football, kickball, or whatever. Because this guy and that guy have a beef, and they see each other, and they start shooting, and they may get caught in the process. Let's talk about solutions. Now, we don't did the problem, we don't did the cause. Let's talk about solution. Now, I think one solution that's going to be controversial, and I know a lot of people want to say, the hell is wrong with you? You can't say that. You support this and that. This thing will ruffle some feathers, but I think if they was able to stop and frisk, And if you knew you would get stopped and frisked on almost every other corner, there's a possibility you can go to prison or go to jail because you have that weapon on you. And 9 times out of 10, these guys got the guns. They're illegal. They don't have a gun permit or carry permit or nothing. It's illegal guns most of the time. So if you knew you would get stopped and checked every other corner, I think you'll be more apt not to carry it with you because you don't want to go to jail. You don't want to go out and do that 5, 6 years, 7 years, or whatever it's going. They give you for having a legal firearm. Also, if they stop and frisk cars every other block, especially in the areas where the shootings are prevalent, and there's a lot of shootings going on, I think people will be more apt not to be riding around with their guns. But this says that we have to violate people's rights by stopping the frisk, because the cops ain't supposed to just stop you all the time at any moment. They gotta have proper cause. So that you have to keep in mind. But I think that's one effective way of stopping this. I think gun buyback programs can be good, but I think it's such little money in it. If you're going to give somebody $100 for a gun, they pay $400 or $500 for, so they're supposed to take that $400 loss and just take it $100. Then a lot of people have beef so heavy that they be like, I can't afford to get rid of a gun, because that's the day that I may not have the gun with me because I sold it. He may shoot it. The other solution, people gonna say it's corny, or that won't happen. Just learn to walk away. We don't always have to jump to beef and yeah, whatever, nigga. I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna shoot you. Blah. We can't. Sometimes it's good just to walk away. Yeah, I'm a coward. I'm a sucker. I'm a nut. Okay, fine. Because you're living for another day, and you're not hurting him, and he's not hurting you. Now there comes some times where there's nothing you can do. You gotta do what you have to do. But if you can walk away and de-escalate the problem, good. Always said it take a level head, 2 people with level heads to de-escalate any problem. If you got a level head and you talking about, listen man, I want peace, I don't see this ending no other good way. Either I'm going to jail, you going to jail, I'm going to get killed, you going to get killed. Nobody wins with that. So let's agree to disagree and we both go our separate ways. But if both of y'all got some bullhead stuff like, yeah, that's right, bring it in, I ain't playing no games with you, I don't care, I'm going to flick this up, you know where I'm from, it's going to end bad. It take 2 people with a level head that can talk to each other and say, no man, we not going to go this way. I'm going to say this. Remember Nas and Jay-Z be? You know, some of you guys don't remember. Some of you guys don't know who the hell Nas and Jay-Z is. Well, both of them said, we're going to keep this on wax. They came to an agreement that there won't be fist on or bullets flying over each other's head. We're going to keep this on wax. Because they both said nobody wins that way. Either I'm going to go to jail, you going to go to jail, I'm gonna be dead, you gonna be dead. Tupac and Big. Who won in that? Nobody. These are just examples of when you being pig-headed. And I'm gonna say Tupac in this case, I'm not gonna say Big, because Big was trying to avoid it, but this is an example. And I'm not trying to disrespect or offend anybody, Tupac or Big, or Nas or Jay-Z. I applaud Nas and Jay-Z for going the route that they did. Just keep it at music. Too many of us, we want to settle things with a bang, bang, bang. There's no coming back from that. No coming back from that. The person may be paralyzed. The person may have maybe damage for life. Now I'm doing 120 years. You in a wheelchair, or you underground, or you doing 120 years. I'm underground. Who wins there? Nobody wins. We gotta learn to de-escalate problems. Not run straight to the bullshit. And run straight to the gun. Sometimes you gotta be the coward. Sometimes you gotta be the nut. But you live to fight another day. You can call me a coward, a sucker, a nut. Okay. If that's what it takes for me to continue to provide for my family and stay free, and for me not to be hurt, fine. Definitely fine. Now, on this subject, I'll probably do again. I have a partner on a show called Different Mindset. And we're going to do this topic. Me and him, and we're going to debate. You know, what's the problem, the solution, the cause. The one thing I do pray and hope for, my city just be in peace. I don't care if you're in South Philly, Southwest, Northeast, Kensington, Germantown, Logan, West Oak Lane, Mount Airy, West Philly, Southwest, East Falls. I don't care where you at. Within the city, just be at peace. Lay the guns down. And let's be the city of brotherly love and not the city of brotherly blood. Like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Hopefully it grow. And in due time I can start adding people on and they can get their thoughts and views on the topics that I bring to the table. Thank you. Bye.